I mean, actually, this is all level 8 already. I don't think I need to necessarily bother with this being such high level. Let's do this. Let's get those synthetic refineries out so we can start pumping out our own oil supplies. There we go. Now the attack on Nizhny Novgorod's working. Hawker Hind. Those are the... Ah, close air support. Excellent. Don't really care about any of the others. We're too far ahead for those. We could start working on battlefield support. It's December. You know what? No, let's not do anything. Let's just sit back and relax. So yeah, now we have the revolutionary synthetic oil, which is one of the things I hate the most about this mod. But I understand why they did it. They needed an easy way to basically apply a patch to oil now being in. And Britain and France having no oil supplies. I still think it would be way better adding an oil supply to Shetland to evoke the oil from the North Sea. That's probably something I should actually suggest to them. The Russian Republic took 9 states. Donkoban Union was annexed, so the Russians are about to send a bunch of troops our way. I was kind of hoping, I must admit, that Siberia would do its thing, but that has not occurred.
Keep on attacking!
So what are these Home Guard units actually like? 18 combat width. I mean, they're not terrible. Not great, but they're not terrible. How much motorized am I short? 179, so I don't think we can add any more of those. Wanted to edit you to get engineers and recon. Engineers makes you more defensive, and we probably want recon on you. Don't think they knew about North Sea oil then. I think the main reason is the technology didn't really exist. But this is an alternate history. There's no reason why such things wouldn't be developed and discovered through necessity. Britain without a state-of-the-art navy. Heresy. Yeah, I know. It's why it feels uncomfortable that I'm even considering it. And yet here I am, considering it. Okay, so you can stop because you've actually achieved your objective. Congratulations. And now I would like you to consider how best to... Actually, you don't even need to... No, this is silly. Silly Mordred is silly. I don't need to cross this river. I can attack from there. And do a spearhead here. January. 57 days. Perfection. So how's the production of those ships coming? Pretty well, I would say. How's the training of those ships coming? Pretty well, I'd say. Alright, Welsh industry has been expanded. Let's go and expand Sussex. Focus on helping our syndicalist workers expand the industry in the area of Sussex. When would the other two air doctrines be picked over the middle one? This one, never, because it sucks. Battlefield support is generally the most useful. Strategic destruction if you're using heavy bombers. Or, sorry, strategic bombers. So if you're trying to destroy their ability to fight, strategic destruction, if you want to fight them on the battlefields and have... superiority is about the same between these two. This is like more direct confrontation, this is more indirect confrontation, and this one sucks. Don't bother. Alright guys, can you try to limit some of the political stuff now? I'm usually pretty open to it, but you're kind of dominating chat at the moment.
Fall in.
Okay, so you guys are done training. Congratulations.
Come on.
Let's add you back to the defensive forces. And we can now also modify the government. So I do wonder if this is going to be time for a Chief of Staff. Unless, of course, we're going to get a Chief of Staff. Does not look like it, so yes, we may as well. Or a Chief of Army. This is also where we need to really think about how exactly we want to fight. So at the moment, we are going mobile warfare. So probably do want School of Attack. What do I think they were trying to achieve with the operational integrity, and how could they achieve it? I don't really know. I think what they could do with operational integrity is make it about air superiority. Since strategic bombing is damage to enemy infrastructure and production, battlefield support is air support directly in battles, and then operational integrity would be air superiority. It's about denying enemy airspace. That's how I would do it. Yeah, make it defensive. And I would do the same thing with Grand Battle Plan, make it a defensive doctrine. Like, I honestly, I think the Grand Battle Plan was fine. They did not need to nerf it. Because it's only players like me who don't like microing, well, don't want to micro, who Grand Battle Plan is going to be good for. If you want to do all the fiddly micro-y stuff, then Grand Battle Plan is even more useless than it currently is. But without that massive planning bonus that they can provide, you still have to micro. And yet they've added the massive penalty to planning preparation when you do micro. It's just like, oh, make up your minds. Do you want us to do this or not? So decisive battle is just straight up attack. Division defense and supply consumption is pretty nice. Guns and butter. Oh, that's division defense versus division organization. We are going to have crazy levels of organization. Like, our armies just will not retreat. I kind of feel like I want to double down on that. Yeah, organization and recovery rate. Sod it, we're doing that. We're going with the organization and recovery rate. So Bill Alexander is going to be in charge of military staff, and we're probably going to go guns and butter for the supply consumption as well. Next. I like it. What's the penalty to preparation when you micromanage that I speak of? I can show you. So right here, we have two units who have the same planning preparation, right? So I'm going to tell them to attack. I'm going to stop this guy from attacking. Stop. Seriously, stop. And then I'm going to tell him to do it manually. So he is now manually attacking. This guy is attacking because it's part of the order. Now watch the planning preparation. Bearing in mind that this is the one that I manually did. Gone already. 2 days. No, 2 hours. It's gone. That's the difference. So the game actively penalizes you if you've built up planning preparation to micro. So that just makes mobile warfare even faster, because the benefit of mobile warfare is you get planning preparation quicker. No, it's still going. Still going. Like 3-4 days longer. Yeah, I think it's a 7 times increase in the rate of planning preparation reduction. It's hefty. It is realistic because you're deviating from the plan. Yeah, I agree. I don't actually have that much of a problem with it. The problem is, with Grand Battle Plan, they've also completely nerfed the maximum planning preparation cap you can get, which makes it even more important that you do micro. And then when you micro with Grand Battle Plan with your much lower caps, it just goes down quicker, so you may as well take mobile warfare so it increases quicker. So you can attack for a bit, build it up, attack for a bit, build it up, attack for a bit, build it up. Just like that, rather than wait, attack. Oh, there's an opportunity for a surround. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, no, plan prep's already gone. Because you used to be able to get it up to like 110% planning preparation, which is huge. You could do these massive steamroller assaults. The problem is you could not micro it. Absolutely could not micro it. How do land doctrines in Kaiserreich differ from vanilla? They're the same. Oh, didn't realise you'd finished. Oops. 37... Wait, I didn't do the construction one first? Oh, that was a mistake. And I'm actually going to get better fuel refining. No, we're doing oil processing. So I don't need to buy in as much oil. That would be even better. Isn't the problem that way the AI attacks you, they give general orders really quite incompetent? Yeah, it is. And that's a big frickin' problem. I mean, I understand precisely where they've done it. It's because the player is a lot better at microing armies than the AI is. So because the AI is so incompetent, they try to give it the planning preparation, knowing that players will drain theirs.
Listen up.
Don't worry about guarding that.
Orders.
A tense standoff has erupted in the United States as democratically elected President Huey Long fled to the city of New Orleans after being forcibly removed from his position by General Douglas MacArthur. Whoops! Operational integrity has more fighter direction and interception detection. Oh, fighter detection and interception detection than the other two air doctrines, where strategic feasibility is also 50% lower. So it is slightly better defensively, but nowhere near as much as it needs to be. And the strategic visibility is actually better on the strategic bombing than it is on the operational integrity. I've done them. Well, I've done the comparison. Watching you always makes me want to play. Going to start a game now. I'll be lurking while I get beat in my own game. Have fun. All right, let's attack. So we're about to get a nice little cutoff here, which is going to kill a bunch of Russian soldiers. Kind of glad that we're able to do these attacks and actually punch through. Republic has been declared in Serbia since the end of the Austrian occupation during the 1920s. Serbia has officially been a kingdom. They never dared to crown a king as they were forced to keep a low profile in the light of further Austrian aggression. Right, let's go and get more industry in the north of England. The north of England is the beating heart of British industry and labour. The workers of the north, however, endure a standard of living far below what they deserve. A concentrated effort must be made to renovate the region's industry. It's the only one with strategic visibility, at least according to the comparison in the wiki. Hang on. Where's my notebook? Because like I said, I've done a comparison. Let me just see. I have a feeling that the strategic doctrine has it by a different name. Which side of the book were they on? Here we go. Yeah. Fighter detection, strategic destruction is 10, operational integrity is 20, interception detection can actually be 30 for strategic destruction, is 20 on operational. So you're 10% more likely to detect fighters, but if you have radar, that becomes kind of irrelevant. Ground support's the same, naval efficiency is better in strategic. Interception efficiency, it's the efficiencies which are important, not the detection, the efficiency. Interception efficiency is 20 to 20. Maxed out. Let me just double check that actually, because sometimes the paths are mutually exclusive. So if we go to this, we can see that this is air superiority and that's interception. So this is either or. So if you go this way, then you will have better interception, mission efficiency. Sorry, you'll have equal. Or if you go the air superiority way, then you will be superior in operational integrity. However, the air superiority efficiency is better on this side if you take the air superiority mission efficiency. Otherwise, it's slightly superior on this side. Like 5% superior. And I think I would almost always take this over the interception mission efficiency, because I almost never do interception. Because you can catch them with air superiority too. Air superiority just means you go after the fighters, then bombers, while interception means you go after the bombers, then the fighters. Is this practice for the games? Hey, Tokriva. No, not really. Just playing Kaiserreich. I feel like I know Hearts of Iron well enough that I could probably make a fairly good showing. Unlike Crusader Kings, where I was really going, how do I do these things? Yesterday. Operational integrity does have better ace generation. I hate the ace system, so that's irrelevant. Fighters and heavy fighter agility is equal. This side has got mission experience. This side doesn't. This side has training experience, which you only really do at the beginning of the game. This side doesn't have any. Then here we go. Here's the differences. This side has bomber defenses. So if you run escort planes with your bombers, then this side is better. If you don't, then this side is better. However, and here's the exception, unless you do it at night, in which case this side is actually equal to this side. So this is better daytime bombing, this is better nighttime bombing. And then this side's just a lot better for close air support in basically every single scenario. Yeah, I know Stellaris relatively well. I'll probably do Stellaris on Thursday. No, sorry, tomorrow. Just because I need to remind myself, and I'm also hoping that I get a key for Ancient Artifacts, because I haven't actually played it yet. Have I decided what air doctrine I want? Battlefield, almost certainly. In basically any instance, with the possible exception of the UK as opposed to Union of Britain and the United States, you'll probably want Battlefield. Aces never seem to live long enough to mean anything anyways. Yeah, exactly. If they were permanent like officers were, then brilliant, I like it. But they're not, so there's basically no point to assign them. They happen, they get assigned automatically, they die. Little impact. Production efficiency, I think is, or maybe fuel. Let's get fuel. Fuel refining is better if you're. Ah, sod it. Get fuel refining. Save a couple of factories that way. And there we go. Cut off. Boom. Let's go and cancel you, and then do this, and then do this. And now you guys are starting to panic. Because that's quite a few Ruskies I just managed to trap. How is this war actually looking? I think the Soviets are winning slightly. 124,000 losses to 178. Have Russia changed their manpower laws? They have. So they're unlimited. And the Soviets are still on volunteer only. These guys have a lot more civilian industry, but are still on civilian economy. Well, these guys are war economy with equal number of military factories. Why don't I play Anno again? Because not enough viewers. I probably will play it again in the future, like they're doing quite a few updates and things. And also, Anno is... It's a weird one. It is mentally draining to play it. I enjoy it, but I cannot do it for long periods of time like I do here. Like maybe one stream and then I'm just done. Until the next one, unlike Hearts of Iron where I can just do one stream, hour break, another stream, usually go over. No problem. Can you send a volunteer air force? You can, but I've already sent land volunteers and usually those are mutually exclusive. We can have a look though. Send volunteers, send air volunteers. Because I already have 2 divisions out, I cannot send any air forces. Oh, I can actually send up to 146 planes. I stand corrected. So we'll send these 3 over. Good call. So you are air superiority. All of you are air superiority, it's just that these are newer planes. I have no close air support. I have no close air support. Haven't even built any yet. I think I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting for some factories to come online so I can actually do that. Right, we're building the refinery, so I'm actually going to become oil neutral. Yeah, that's reasonable.
Ready.
So in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach these fighters.
Yes, sir.
No, can't. Never mind.
Listen up.
I think we'll assist with this. We'll just clear them out. Yeah, I have the tech for them, I just don't have the industry for it. Like I said, they're queued up. Just need to wait for some more of my military factories to come online. And now I'm hearing planes! Oh, they're trying to break through. I don't think they'll be successful, but they're trying. The American Civil War. For those not in the know, it might seem like the crisis in the United States came out from nowhere. But experts agree that this was a civil war years in the making. Since the collapse of the New York Stock Exchange in 1925, the economy of the United States has been sluggish. So all of the Americas are at war with each other now. So, I think it's time to unleash some of the tanks. Except they don't have the experience yet, but never mind. So we'll split half of you out. And we shall see if you want to have some volunteers. I'd love to send air volunteers, but I don't think we're going to have enough. By I don't think, I mean we don't have enough. So what I can do, potentially, is have you go up to a 50. There we are. Is this very different from Hearts of Iron 3? Hearts of Iron 3 is a lot more complicated. Probably a lot more detailed. This is more arcadey. So I think of this like arcade Hearts of Iron, and then Hearts of Iron 3 is a proper war game. Kills do we have now? Oh yeah, now we're starting to have an impact. Much better. Speaking of which, we have loads of military ability. So I want to make sure that you guys have... Actually, no, your recon is not important. Your recon is important. And soon you can have artillery too. Yeah, I do like that the latest radio update let you play with all of the old playlists. That's pretty cool. If you try to attach Air Force to volunteer armies, it goes to your own airfields instead of volunteer airfields and can't do anything, say. Stupid bug. But it seems like they got rid of it just by not letting you attach to volunteers. See, it deselects. You can't.
Come on!
Okay, this is where things get serious. I'm pretty glad that I reinforced this spot. This was a good call. And here we go. They've arrived. So I should probably have assigned Hobart to this before we actually arrived, but never mind. And we're going to make you the Panzer expert. You're going to be all about punching through people. And I would like you to have a field marshal. The question is, who? Ah. In a way, Gott would actually make sense. The only problem with Gott is he's got the crazy amount of defensive skill rather than attack skill. So we need a field marshal as natural attack. Maybe Sterling. No, because I want Sterling to be in charge of the Marines. Maybe Aitken? Doesn't have the attack. Bill Alexander's way too defensive. Well, he's already field marshal anyway. Irrelevant. And I've just wasted one of Percy Hobart's slots by adding Panzer Expert. So maybe we just promote someone like Paget. I think we just promote someone like Paget. I mean, I kind of want the experience factors so that a field marshal becomes better faster. How's it wasted? Because you only get half of the points from general skills rather than the full. So I'd rather have him getting field marshal traits than general traits.